What's up everyone and welcome to today's show where we cover technology, filmmaking, and everything in between. My name's Eric. So if you don't know, I love lighting. It's essential for videography and photography. I have a ton of studio lights. They're still in the works. I have a couple more coming. But when you're on the go, especially with, wedding videography, it's very hard to get adequate lighting sometimes. So that's why I actually got this guy. It's by Comiray. It's the Comiray LED video light. Is it any good? So what do you get for 34 bucks? Well, you get the light itself, you get a micro USB cord, as well as 3 diffusers. One diffuser is clear, the other 2 are going to be orange and then a bluish purplish color. I lost those 2 diffusers and only have the clear one though. But that's besides the point. Looking at the design itself, this thing's small. It easily fits in my pocket, camera bag, whatever, and it's not going to add any extra bulk. The front panel is going to house 12 LEDs, and we'll get back to the quality and brightness of these LEDs later. Looking at the rest of the device, it's all made up of white plastic, which keeps the weight down. It still is really solid though. The top of the device is going to have one button. This is your on and off button, as well as your battery indicator. And then the back side is going to have a couple LEDs, and then I'll actually show the battery level. Going on one of the sides, there are 2 buttons, and this will adjust the brightness. And then on the bottom, there is your tripod mount. So you can mount this to a tripod, a light stand that has a 1/4 inch thread. Diving a little bit inside of this device, there is a built-in battery, not removable or anything. You charge it through a micro USB. And battery life ranges on how bright you want this device to be. At its max brightness, you're probably looking at only around an hour of use. And the website claims that this will get up to 18 hours on the lowest brightness. I highly doubt it's actually 18 hours. I didn't do a complete test on it, but varying between different brightnesses, I got a solid 4 or so hours of life out of this device. So what you should get out of this device in terms of battery is it's not bad, and if you want to use this for a longer period of time, it's pretty easy to have an external USB battery just plugged in with a micro USB to keep this going. So carrying on, let's talk about the quality and brightness of the 12 LEDs on this panel. First off, this is a small device. It's not going to be that bright. However, looking at my studio right now, it's dark. There's no lights on basically. And when I turn on the LED first, you don't really notice that much of a difference. But as I turn up the power on the LED light, you'll start to notice a difference and the room starts to be illuminating. I've used this light outdoors. I was filming some videos outside of my office and there wasn't enough light. So I threw this guy on a light stand and it was about 4 or 5 feet away from me. And it was able to light up me and my subjects very well for the video at hand. Not perfect, but not bad. But what about the quality of these LEDs? The Amazon page claims it's gonna get around 95 CRI. That's good. However, I don't really believe it. I have a subject right now and it's just being lit up by my studio lights, which really aren't anything special. I don't even have enough lights in this studio. Transitioning, now I'm lighting up with an aperture spotlight and things are looking relatively good. And then I jump to the LED light and I'm starting to notice there's a little bit of a green hue in the LED light. And keep in mind, I've used this thing for a lot of weddings and I have noticed there is a slight green cast on my subjects when I am using this guy at receptions and whatnot. So I know that test wasn't scientific by any means. Sorry, I'll work on that. But let's just recap. So for $34, you get this really small LED light. I can easily carry this around, throw it in my pocket, whatever. It lasts for roughly 4 hours of usage. It's easily chargeable. I can mount it on top of my camera, and I can even mount it on like the side of my camera with a flash bracket which might look a little more natural when shooting interviews. So because of the versatility of this light, I personally, I like it, and in fact, I do use it on some of my paid projects, and even stuff in the studio. It's definitely not perfect, mostly because it's not super bright, but that's because of the size. For $34, I found value in it, I use it, and it helps me make money, so I have nothing to complain about. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'll have a link to this guy. If you have any other products that you recommend, let me know in the comment section below. And also, stay tuned. I might be comparing this to the Aperture small light, but we'll talk about that later. Anyway, guys, my name is Eric, and I'll catch you in the next video.